Hey everybody, thanks so much for meeting me here. It's Beth from Yoga and Reiki Bliss. I wanted to pop in today with a gratitude practice. We're in my most favorite month, November, and I always come back not only in this month, all year, but particularly in this month to my gratitude practice, which is for me a lifesaver. It's a life changer. As someone who tends to get sucked in a little bit to the negativity, to the feelings of lack, the feelings of scarcity, this practice always moves me out of those places and back to feeling abundant or full, positive, right? It's a big mindset shift. So I wanted to share with you today a fuller practice in some ways. We're going to start with a little journaling, then do a little bit of movement, and then do a little bit of meditation. So take a moment. You can hit pause if you need to gather up a notebook or a piece of paper, a journal, and a pen or a pencil, whatever you like to write with, and get yourself cozy. And we're going to start in just a minute, writing down everything we're grateful for. And it could be just a simple list, right? I'm grateful for sunshine. I'm grateful for the food on my table, right? It could be more of a note like, thank you for this and that and the other, right? So think about not only what it is you're grateful for and write them down, but then I'd also love for you to pay attention as you're writing these things that you're grateful for, the feelings that come up, right? So notice as you're writing, whatever rises to the surface, whatever bubbles up underneath the writing, right? What comes up within you. So I'm going to set my timer and we're going to start. We're going to write for maybe a minute or so, not terribly long, but just to move us into that place and to help us see, again, what's already good, what's already right, what's already full in our lives. So here we go. Take a last second or two to finish up what you're working on. And when you're ready, again, take a quick look at your list. Notice if anything jumps out or anything makes you feel particularly full. And then let's bring that to our mats. Let's bring that kind of energy to our mats. And I think having a blanket today would be fantastic. And so if you've got a blanket, great. We'll come to sit on that for just a moment. And we're going to explore today a brief practice. And we're going to utilize the mudra of Anjali mudra or prayer mudra. This has a lot of meanings It's a way of honoring each other, to acknowledge each other. It's also a way to offer thanks. So every time we bring our hands together in Anjali Mudra, it's an opportunity and an invitation to say thank you. So let's start right there. Take a moment to feel your hands joining together right in front of your heart. Think of all the things that you were able to write down in just a minute or so. All of the fullness that's already in your life. And take a moment, really simply, to say thank you. And if there's one particular item from your list that resonated with you, that evoked a strong feeling, you're welcome to bring that into your mind and into your heart as we move through your practice today. And as you inhale, let your arms gently reach out to the side and rise up to the sky. And as you exhale, invite your hands to join together in Anjali Mudra. Thank you. 2 more times like that. You can silently say to yourself, if you like, thank you, as the hands come together. And then allow your arms to reach out and up one more time. Let them find each other. Or even if they don't touch, feel the energy of the hands touching. And then let your right hand drop down. Let's make a gentle side bend. As you inhale, scoop back up. As you exhale, side bend in the other direction. So even if the hands don't touch when they come above your head, that's fine. Right? The energy is there, joining them together in thanks. Let's go one more time to the right, and we'll stay and enjoy a breath in and enjoy a breath out. As you inhale, scoop up. And then let your side bend take you over to the other side. Stay a little heavy through your right sitting bone. Notice your breath in your right rib. As you inhale, scoop both arms up. And this time, let your hands come gently behind you. You can be on your fingertips or on your palms, but turn your arms so your fingers are pointing away from you. Give a little push of the ground away and let your shoulder blades lightly hug toward each other so they cradle your heart skyward, and enjoy your breath. And even if you'd like, you can take a moment to offer thanks for this breath. And let's enjoy one more. Then go ahead and walk yourself in. And if you've got your blanket, go ahead and unfold it a couple times so you can place it under your knees. We're going to come out onto hands and knees. Again, the hands aren't touching each other, but they are touching the earth. So I like to think about them making a little prayer, making Anjali Mudra with the earth. And maybe it's a moment to offer thanks for this earth that supports us in so many ways. Root your hands deeply into the earth. Spread out through your fingerprints if you can. And when you exhale, curl your tail down and gently round through your spine. Bow your head towards your heart. As you inhale, let the tail curl toward the sky. So there's that forward tilt of your pelvis, and walk a little back bend through the length of your spine. As you exhale, curl and round. And just notice the movement of your pelvis and all the joints in your spine, moving you into each of these shapes. As we move into cow, let your heart slide through your arms and up. Curling around and bow in. And even here could be a moment of thanks for the muscles, for moving the joints and breathing in. As you exhale, let's dial it back toward neutral. And let's step your right foot forward in between your hands. You can have the back foot on the ground or the toes tucked under, your choice, and come up to stand. Let's breathe the hands right into your heart, Anjali Mudra. Again, a moment to offer thanks. And allow your inhale to let your arms reach out and rise up. Let your right arm drop down towards your right hip and make a little side bend over to the right. Feel how long you can get along the whole left side of your body. Enjoy a breath in. And enjoy a breath out. Then as you inhale, come on up. And slip that left hand onto your right knee as well. You're going to add in just a little tail tuck, a little cat pose here. Not very much, just enough to feel a little lift of this hip point, a little opening. And then we'll explore gliding the hips a little forward and down. Again, just pausing when you feel a little opening here. Then press your way back up. Right, so we're going to treat our bodies super kind. Glide in. Just the beginning of opening, nothing forceful, nothing stressful. Press back out. Let's do that one more time. And press back. Now this time, friends, I'd love for you to linger here. Just a couple of breaths. Allowing the front of the hip to open. Just noticing what that feels like. Pretty cool that you can do this in your body, right? And then breathe your hands to the ground and let's step back to hands and knees. As you inhale, go ahead, let's make a little cow pose. Why not? As you exhale, curl in, bow into yourself, to this amazing body, to your amazing spirit. Breathe your way back to neutral. And let's step the left foot forward. Again, your back foot can rest or your toes can tuck under. I'm a big fan of tucking the toes. I like having that extra toe mobility. And then let's go ahead, breathe both arms up to the sky. Let them find themselves together in Anjali Mudra. And then we're going to drop the left hand down to your hip and make a little side bend. If things are feeling wobbly, you could always have a block or a chair to rest your hand on for a little extra stability. Let's enjoy one last delicious breath. And then as you inhale, go ahead and scoop both arms up and let both hands come to your front knee. Maybe a little different on this side, that's okay. Go ahead and let the tail curl just a little, like 2-3%. You feel your right hip point just lift a little bit. Maybe you're already experiencing a little opening. If there's room to glide a little forward and down, go for it. And you'll notice I'm wiggling my front foot a little forward and back out. And then we'll glide in. So I'm just trying to invite my knee to stay over my ankle, pointing straight ahead of me, and back out. And one more time, just like that. And then we'll pop in again and we'll linger. And let's breathe the hands to the earth. Let's slide that left knee back. One more time, as you inhale, move into the little back bend of cow. As you exhale, curl and round. Then breathe yourself back to neutral. And I'm going to turn my blanket in the other direction now, so it supports more of my torso. You're welcome to do the same. And then I'm coming back to hands and knees, but I'm going to walk my knees a little bit behind the line of my hips. I've got like a little low down plank here, knee down plank. Then gently bend your elbows and lower all the way down. Lay the tops of the feet long. Your feet can be as wide as would feel comfortable for your pelvis and your lower back. So I like to have mine at least sitting bone distance apart, maybe even a little wider. And I'm going to crawl up onto my elbows. My elbows right under my shoulders. I'm going to invite my hands to join together in Anjali Mudra with the pinky side lightly pressing into the earth. Root the forearms down and gently lift your heart. You can even play with isometrically hugging your elbows back toward your hips and see if you can bring a little more of your heart through your arms. Breathe your breath. One last breath. And then gently release your elbows. You can make a little pillow with your hands and rest your forehead. We're going to come up again in that shape and re-anchor your legs in the tops of your feet. Walk back up onto your elbows. Invite your hands to Anjali Mudra. In a moment, just to offer a simple thank you. Little push of the ground away. Little hug of the elbows towards your hips. You might even start to notice your shoulder blades just lightly moving down away from your head. And the next time you exhale, let's turn the head to peek over your left shoulder. As you inhale, come back through the center. Turn your head, peek over your right shoulder. And just see what that all feels like. One more time to each side, breathing through center, peeking over your left shoulder. And you'll notice what that translates into your body. Right? You might notice the shoulder blades moving. You might notice a little side bendy feel even as you twist. We'll come back through the center. Again, we're going to make a little pillow and rest. And now, friends, I'd love for you to outstretch your arms alongside your body. And let's turn the arms so the palms face your thighs. Rest your forehead on the ground or even on a blanket. Keep the legs pretty active. And as you inhale, you're going to reach a little long through your fingertips and lift just your arms up, straight behind you, only as high as you can, and then lower them. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the arms. So you mean lightly draw your shoulder blades towards each other and lower. Again, we're going to lengthen and lift the arms. The shoulder blades lightly hug in and invite them a little towards your waist and lower. Now let's keep that. Inhale, lift the arms, blades in, a little towards your waist, and lift your heart, and you let your head follow and lower everything down. Let's try that one more time. Lengthen your arms, lift them. Let the blades hug in and move a little towards your waist. Let your heart lift, let your face lift. Breathe your breath. Where can you feel your breath here? One last one. And lower everything down. Maybe invite a moment of thanks here for all of your strength. And then here, friends, let's go ahead and roll on over to your right side. As you come onto your right side, we're going to bend the knees and stack them. Imagine a little 90-degree angle at your hip and knee joint. Walk your arms straight out in front of you. And if you've got a little blanket, you can put that under your head as a little pillow. That your neck is Your head, your neck is pretty much in the same line as the rest of your spine. Again, your hands are this little moment to join together in Anjali Mudra. As you inhale, let your arm reach up to the sky and let it open out behind you. Let your chest start to open. And then go ahead, reach your arm back up and take it back to Anjali Mudra, that moment to say thank you. As you inhale, reach out and up. Let your left arm open out to the left. So you're making like a T across your body. And then reach it back up and close it up. One last time, go ahead, reach out and up and let it open. And then give yourself some time to linger in this twist. Even invite your left shoulder to heavy. If your left arm, your left hand doesn't easily come to the earth, you could prop it up on a little blanket or a block. You could even let your top knee lift a bit so that your belly chest maybe has a little more freedom to open. And we'll stay 2 more breaths. Now, when you inhale, you're going to scoop your arm back up and let your exhale close you all the way back to Anjali Mudra. Enjoy your breath. And then from here, friends, you can shift over to your other side. So you're going to come to lie on your left side. Same setup, just on the other side. In a little moment as your hands join together to offer thanks. And then go ahead and reach your right arm out and up. Let it open out to the right. Let your chest and your belly open. And then exhale your arm to the sky and all the way back to Anjali Mudra. Thank you. Reach out and up and open. And then reach up and close up in Anjali Mudra. One more time. Inhale your arm up and out to the side and then pause. Let your arm rest on the ground, or you can elevate this hand, this right hand, with a little block or pillow so that your shoulder can gently ease its way open. And on your next inhale, reach your right arm out and up. And as you exhale, close it back to Anjali Mudra. And then from here, let's go ahead and roll onto your back. And you can keep the knees bent or you can outstretch your legs. We're just going to take a little mini Shavasana before our meditation. You can organize your blanket under your head if you like, or anything else. Let's invite the hands to come to rest on your heart, assuming that's comfortable on your shoulders. If it's not, just allow your arms to rest. And let the body, this magnificent body, this strong, able body, come to rest. If your hands are on your heart, take a moment again to remind yourself of one thing you're grateful for. Could be from your list, could be something else that pops up. And then let your arms release. A nice full gentle breath in. Unhinge your jaw, let a little thigh come out. If your legs are outstretched, go ahead and bend them. When you're ready to exhale, roll over to one side. Give yourself a moment. And then press your way up to sit. And go ahead and find your blanket or pillow to come and sit up on. We're going to end our practice together with just about a minute or two of meditation. And so find a comfortable seat. I would invite you to sit up on your pillow or blanket so that your pelvis can be upright. I'll turn sideways so you can see, right? Pelvis is upright, pubic bones are dropping, thighs are heavy, spine is upright. So sit up as high as you need to do that. And let's invite the hands again to Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra, right at your heart. I'm going to set my timer again. And as we're here, I would love for you to think about, let me say it this way, the invitation is to think about the fullness of your life. Take a moment to drop into your breath. And as you breathe in, you can lightly say to yourself, breathing in, I see the fullness of my life. Breathing out, I'm grateful. So you're going to use this like a little mantra. Breathing in, I see the fullness of my life. Breathing out, I'm grateful. And as you repeat it, it can even become a little shorter. Breathing in, full life. Breathing out, grateful. We'll continue with that little mantra for the next minute. When you're ready, breathe your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that practice helped you feel great and move a little bit more into that feeling of gratitude. Stay well, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again.